Variables are another very viable way of circumventing the common patterns that an application might be looking for. And the thing about variables is that they're a great way of actually breaking the statement up. So rather than just having this one-liner SQL, instead assigning it to a variable and then executing the variable. Now when we do that, we can also assign a hex value to the variable. So by using hex, we can avoid the use of quotes. And inevitably, quotes are one of the patterns that commonly appear in signatures. And in fact, we've seen ourselves throughout this course, we've used quotes extensively as part of our injection attacks. Now, imagine a pattern like this. So we've seen this syntax. We used it to discover the version of the underlying database. This is a pretty predictable pattern, particularly the select syntax, as well as the @@. We know that @@ often signifies a system command. So instead of using this sort of syntax, what if we used a syntax like this? So this is just the hex encoding of select @@ version. And by declaring it to a variable and then executing it, we're avoiding the common patterns that are expressed in the original query. So this is a good example of actually combining two different things we've now discussed in this module. One of them being encoding, which is the hex, and the other one being the variables. So by using this approach, we can potentially sneak past SQL injection signatures that are looking for that earlier very predictable statement. So that's variables with hex. Let's move on and look at one more approach, which is string manipulation.